It's the second day of this year's Batman, so it only makes sense that we're covering Second Chance. This episode brings the Two-Face character back to basics by reminding us that beneath all the horrible things the villain has done, Harvey Dent is still in there. It's a great way to continue this character's story and show how it affects both Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson. It would be Dent's final appearance as the focus of an episode before the new Batman adventures. Two-Face has made a lot of progress in his recovery lately, to the point where Dent's big bad Harv persona is almost completely submerged, leaving Harvey to regain some control of his actions. To help the recovery and hopefully destroy his aggressive half, a surgery is planned to heal Dent's scarred face. After he's put under, however, gangsters break into the OR and take Two-Face's unconscious body. Following these developments closely, Batman and Robin intervene, but are unable to stop the masked gunmen, who get away with Dent. The dynamic duo track down a few leads who may have a reason to kidnap Harvey. This includes Robin going after mob leader Rupert Thorne, and the Dark Knight interrogating the Penguin in prison. While all this is going on, Wayne and Grayson clash over Bruce's personal stakes in Dent's rescue. It was really nice to see this show acknowledge Harvey and Bruce's past again here. They even go as far as to show a flashback from Season 1's Two-Face Part 1, where Dent is scarred in the first place.
Harvey. No.
Oh yes, one of my favorite line reads in the series was back. Loved hearing it again. Kevin Conroy gave me and my friends and family a fun little phrase there that we still use to this day. Now, the idea of Bruce caring deeply about the well-being of his old friend is the heartbeat of this story. It's something Paul Dini and Michael Reeves obviously made a priority, and Jerry Conway translated well in the teleplay. Conway is a prolific comic book writer. Among other major contributions, he co-created Jason Todd, scripted the death of Gwen Stacy back in 1973, and is credited as creating Peter Parker's clone, known later as Ben Reilly, in 1975. That makes him legendary in my book. However, this was the last of only 2 episodes he wrote for Batman the Animated Series. The first was the Season 1 classic, Appointment in Crime Alley.
Bruce Wayne picked up the tab for this?
Yes.
Good old Bruce, he's never given up on me.
Seeing Harvey come back to the forefront with appreciation for his pre-crime pal felt very gratifying. We had watched Batman/Bruce try time and again to appeal to the good inside Two-Face, including in this episode. But to hear Harvey positively mention Wayne stood out to me after all that time. For his part, Batman is desperate to get Harvey back, since he was on the cusp of finally putting his misdeeds behind him. This leads to a few interesting interactions with Robin after they first failed to stop the abduction.
Sorry I wasn't able to stop him.
I'm sure you did your best.
Don't gush all over me. It's embarrassing.
Sorry. Harvey's my friend. I'm worried about him.
Right, and I'm just the kid in tights.
Was Robin overreacting there? I mean, Bruce has said much worse to him. And how many times have you heard Batman apologize so quickly? Maybe it was written to come off a bit harsher and got lost in the translation from page to screen. This tiff between the dynamic duo comes up again later when Batman thinks he's pinned down Dent's location.
I'll take it from here.
Wait a second. You might need me.
Not this time, Robin. This is something I have to do alone.
Robin has to go it by himself for a portion of this episode. We see this when the Boy Wonder confronts Rupert Thorne after getting captured. His resourcefulness is also on full display in a thrilling scene on the Gotham Gate Bridge, which looks awesome, by the way. I was half expecting the Shadow to show up there.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to fish around here. Can't do it anymore. Know why? Too much garbage.
Did you think you'd get away with it? Did you think I wouldn't know?
Batman's interaction with Penguin at Stonegate Prison is weird. Not bad, but just kind of odd. Penguin has collected a bunch of pigeons that do his bidding by dancing and eventually attacking Batman when Cobblepot denies any knowledge of Harvey's whereabouts.
I'm looking for Two-Face.
Why? Did you lose him?
Spoilers for the remainder of the story. After both leads run dry, Batman has a hunch that turns out to be correct. Harvey is at the partially demolished Half Moon Club, where he and Bruce partied often years ago.
You hated Harvey Dent.
and would do anything to destroy him.
Why not? He was gonna destroy me.
Two-Face arranged his own capture to avoid Harvey's surgery and set out fake clues for Batman and Robin to follow. Batman is outnumbered and forced into one of Two-Face's deadly games of chance with a bomb hanging above him. However, when Dent flips his coin, it lands on edge over and over. Bruce switched the coin in their first struggle. This leads to Bats taking out Two-Face's goons and Harvey himself chasing the coin off the side of the building. Both personalities then fight for control.
Batman, help me! Never!
Following a last-second save from Robin, Batman dives into the urban canyon below to save Two-Face as the bomb explodes. We then cut to Arkham sometime later. Dent is being led back inside, where Bruce Wayne greets him.
Bruce. Good old Bruce. Always there. You never give up on me.
We also get a nice close to Grayson's arc.
He's right. You're always there for him.
Yes. Just like you're always there for me.
Hey, what are friends for?
Love that last shot. This episode handled the theme of being there for a friend even when they're their own worst enemy on two fronts, and it juggled that perfectly. With Boyd Kirkland directing and Todd Haynes providing the music, this also turned into a pretty moody episode from an aesthetic standpoint. We got some great cues from Haynes, and the settings, blocking, and action sequences do a lot to improve an already well-designed story. This is definitely worth a rewatch to see Two-Face's storyline proceed. I only wish we got a proper resolution for Harvey at some point in this continuity. He really is one of the Batman mythos' most complex characters.